Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Christmas in November. We are the 25th, of course, today, and lots of my scrappy friends and I get together on the 25th of every month, and we either catch up on some of our documenting from a previous Christmas, we do some layouts, some of us do cards, some work in our past December dailies, get ready for this year's, anything and everything related to Christmas. And we do that on the 25th of every month. Oh, and by the way, of course, it is the last Thursday of the month. So if you are, the last Thursday of November, I should say. So if you are in the United States, happy Thanksgiving, my friends. And I hope that this year you are able to spend it with family, friends, loved ones, or however you enjoy celebrating it, that at least this year you are able to celebrate. So I thought today, as I have been doing for a while now, I am getting myself ready for my December documented, my Christmas scrapbooking. I went through my stash with you. I went through a couple of hauls with you as well. And today I want to come and show you how I'm getting ready for my December documented album, my 6x8 album, because I will be doing some 12x12 scrapbooking and using mainly the gorgeous Cartabella Home for Christmas, which I have already shown you and gone through and even done a few layouts. But today I wanted to show you how I'm getting myself organized for my 6x8 album. And I still have some goodies on the way. I'll let you know about that. And in particular, I have some really, really fun Advent goodies. Christy and I, as you know, we decided to do a little bit of an exchange. So we did 8 days for each other. Kristen's has arrived. Christy's is stuck with Canada Post and has been for a while now, but I'm sure it will get here soon. I have an Advent calendar coming from Adam, from Dottie about Flair, and I also have one coming from Bramblefox. So I'm hoping to sort of do a little bit of a video a day throughout December, opening and using. So far, I've been successful in not peeking in Kristen's bags yet. And now I don't know. I have a few days off coming up, so I don't know whether I'll still be able to, but I'm going to try. But I'm going to show you what I have so far. So I'm going to use, like I did last year, I'm going to use this Snap 6x8 album. I did use the same one last year with this sort of green fabric cover here. It's not one of the thick ones. I managed it last year. We'll just have to see this year. Ooh, things are falling out. Whether I'm able to manage it. I do hope so. So, within the album, what I have done, of course, so far, and I've shared that with you, you have seen my title page, so December Joy. You've seen that. And then you saw my first entry when I did the Stretch the Sketch just last Sunday. Now, my photo paper and cartridges for my Canon selfie arrived. I have printed up a bunch of photos, so I will now be able to finish this, and I've printed up quite a few photos as well so that I can start getting into this album hopefully even this weekend. Now, this album also came with these inserts and some paper. I don't know whether I'm going to use that or not. I have a feeling certainly the chipboard would maybe make the album just a little too bulky, so I'm not quite sure. I'm going to put these aside for now, and we'll see. And I have a little bit of Cocoa Vanilla left from last year, the Marion Bright from last year. I shared a little bit, but I did have a bit of the 6x8 or the A5 paper left, so I'm going to add that to this year's stash. So how am I organizing this? I have this fun, there we go, let's see. So the first thing I have, and I'm really going to try and stay within everything that I've got ready here and that I've organized already. I have a couple of little containers to go through and perhaps add a little bit to this, but I'm pretty much organized except for all those gorgeous, gorgeous Advent goodies on their way, my Bramble Fox, and then of course I also have a Dotty About Flair order on its way as well. So I have a few things to add, but I have this fun container, and I think this is a fridge container. I got this at the dollar store, this plastic container, and it's perfect size for some 6x8 papers, 6x6, and maybe some of the bigger items that I can just pop in the back here, as you can see. So, what do I have here? So I've put my Cocoa Vanilla chipboard and puffy stickers here in the back because they didn't really fit anywhere else. And although I do have that big iris container that I went through with you with the stash that I already have, I'm sort of keeping that separate. I'm not really too sure why. So I have my this year's Cocoa Vanilla puffy stickers. Then I have in here a bunch of stickers that I have. These are mainly simple stories that I have from previous years, a few little alphas in here as well that I can pop back here. A whole bunch here. I have, this is some packaging from Vicky Bouton, some tissue paper that I got from a previous year's kit, some fun bags. So I have all of these kinds of things. Oh, and there's even a little cut file in here. So things that I can maybe use as inserts and things like that. So I have that popped in the back. Then the two main 6x8 or A5s that I'm using, as you know, as I went through with you, are the Vicky Bouton Warm Wishes 6x8 and this year's Cocoa Vanilla Joyful. And there is a haul on my channel if you have not seen this. I got this, of course, from Scrapbook Your Joy. So I have all of that in here. Now, what I have done is taken a couple of the pages out from the Vicky Bouton Warm Wishes because I have two of these, so I can use these gorgeous sides. I have two of these, and I am likely to do some fussy cutting to give myself a few more die cuts here. So there we go. I put that back in there. So we have some fun stuff. Then I have some 6x6 papers here. This is a lovely little collection that I got from Stampin' Up! This year. I love the colors in this. I do love there's some sort of tan. It's not craft. It's really more of a tan. It's a lovely, lovely color. Greens and aquas and reds. Love that. And then I had a few 6x6 papers here in my stash that I went through with you that I just popped here in front. So I have some 6x6 as well. And let me take these little things out. Then I have some 4x6 cards or paper that I've cut down to 4x6. A little bit of vellum. I have some more of this. I need to go find the rest of my vellum because I had some lovely sheets and I cut them up and shared them with Christy and Kristen. And I know I have more of this somewhere. Put that there. And then I have some 3x4s and 4x4s. So I did cut down a little bit from the Carta Bella collection. I cut down one of the Vicky Bouton two of the 6x8 sheets actually that had journaling cards on them, and I've cut that down. I have some in my stash, and then of course I did get the entire Joyful, the journaling card package this year as well. I'll try and remember to pop those hauls down below just in case you haven't seen them. Then, as I was making a few things for Kristen and Christy, I made a few for myself and maybe a few others to be sharing. So I have this fun little tag, this insert, and this could be a flip that I can put in my album. So I'm putting that there. So basically I have all of the paper. Now let me also just add in there what here's a cut apart. So you see, we're going to take that out, and let me put it with these here so that I can cut that apart as well. That will definitely be good. The cocoa vanilla paper is so thick, I'm always thinking there are two sheets. Is there anything else here that I might want to do some cut aparts with? No. All right, so I will put this behind the Vicky Bouton so that I know that it's last year's. And then these I will be doing some fussy cutting with. So there is sort of all of my paper and some of the larger elements. So this is self-contained. I'll have this on my desk, my album, and away we go. Then I've organized my embellishments in different ways. So I'll go through that with you as well. Let's start. Oh, before I do that, let me just pop here so that I'm a little bit more level on my page. Just yesterday, I shared a lot of my Christmas, my Nicole Jones 911 Digiprints Christmas items. So the poinsettias, the peppermints, the lights, the fun holly. So I need to do some cutting out, some fussy cutting. I've started a little bit. Keep that for when I'm watching YouTube and getting that all organized as well. And that will have a little compartment in here. So let me put that on the side. So I have one of these containers. I've shared these with you before. I love these divided containers, and I have a new one. Well, I think I probably shared it with you as well, a new size in a moment. But here is my regular one, the one that I've been using quite a bit lately. There, let me move that over to make sure we are in frame. There we go. So this will have, now, my favorite embellishments, as you know, particularly lately, I've been using a lot of dimension. I love my flare, my acrylic pieces, sequins, wood buttons, and flatback brads. Now, I don't have any flatback brads to go with any of my Christmas collections, but I do have most of the other things. And I always love my die cuts, chipboard. So here I thought I would do sort of the die cuts and a few of the smaller puffies, my chipboard elements, and here I've done already, I've made a few shakers. So I thought I would put that in this sort of larger. So the first thing I did is I put the die cuts from the Cocoa Vanilla Joyful collection. And I do have a container that has a few die cuts left from last year. So I will come and just add those here. So basically all of my die cuts will be here. And I will be adding here, you see, some 2x2s and cutting down some of these cut apart sheets that I will just add here. So all of my die cuts. Then the Vicky Bouton Warm Wishes, the chipboard, I bought 2 sets of that. I've got one that's getting ready to go with a little bit of Christmas Happy Mail, but I've put the other one in here. So I have all of these stars and hearts from the Warm Wishes in here. The Nicole Jones 911 printables that I will be fussy cutting and therefore turning into die cuts will go in here. And then here, of course, as I said, I will have some cut aparts. Here I popped just some of the smaller puffies. You know, I love, love, love these from Storyteller, these puffy stars. And I have some left over. These were in, I think this was a Scrapbook and Cards Today sampler. And then I have these little, which I got, I think, in a kit probably last year, or maybe an advent calendar from last year. Then I have a few. I'm not really using enamel dots much anymore. I do have some in my staff. These are Stampin' Up. Some lovely enamel. There's bows and snowflakes. I thought these were fun for Christmas. I have these little puffies that was in a Scrapbook and Cards Today sampler. And then I have some gems, red, rhinestones, and then black, which I thought would be fun. So I put those there with these little puffies. I have a little bowl here that's got some very tiny, these are some glittery acrylic stars and candy canes. And here is a little gingerbread man that came in some kit. I don't want to lose them, so I thought I'd just put them in this little bowl and put them there. I've made a few shaker pockets or shaker elements already, so I have those here. Tags, I'm going to be doing a lot more tags. Few little die cuts that I have here that were probably cut files. And I know I do have some cut files elsewhere that I'll probably come and add to this area. And some of these leaves, which are cut files as well. So I'll pop these in there. So I will have a lot of my basic embellishments here, chipboard die cuts, and then, of course, my beloved sequins. And I have here the North Pole, so some October releases, November releases, and some of the December releases here. And I do have a lovely DT package on its way and a very small order. So I have some more sequins, but I've used here, these are Dahlia Delights, and they are in the pinks and reds and blacks and whites, so they are fun. And I think I used these in this shaker pocket. So I have those. Maze Days, which I used in this fun one, so in the golds and whites, and there's even some little copper in there. These are fun. Another set of those. Then I have here, these are new ones, Winter Woods, which were designed by my lovely friend Sarah. So these are still in the shop, actually. If you want them, use my affiliate link and my code to get 15% off of these. I think these are the new, I might be giving you a sneak peek of the new December ones. Glacier Summit, which are all of the blues and aquas and whites. These are gorgeous. I have a couple of packs of those. Golden Gate, so all in the golds. There are some glittery ones, some that are a little bit more rose gold, a little bit more coppery, so all of the different golds. I have 2 sets of those. Some more of the Dahlia Delights, which I've already used, and the North Pole, of course, which you saw me use in my cover sheet. And this is a little bit, and I know they are from Spiegel Mom Scraps, but I think they came in maybe an advent calendar or a kit, and they were made for maybe exclusively for that advent calendar. I can't remember, but I have these and they are right there as well. So my basic goodies. Now let's move that to the side and let's bring this over. So you will not be surprised to know that I've got myself a full container here. These are 3 containers, and they are probably about 4 by 5 or something like that. Very, very useful. So here I have some of my extra large flare. I have another pack somewhere that I know goes with this, and I've mislaid it right now. But these gorgeous, gorgeous ones, I've already used one of these, and then some lovely black and white, and I have some more XL ones on the way, so they will go in here. These are all definitely Christmas flare. I had done a specific order for some Happy Mail that I wanted to do and that I still need to do, and some for myself. But these are more specifically related to Christmas, and I have some more on the way, which is why I have an empty little container here. And I will be adding the Advent fun to that as well. So these are my flare. So I love flare. So we've got my flare, my sequins, and all of my goodies. Then in this one here, I have my acrylic, my Bramble Fox acrylics. So I have here some that are still in packages. These are stars. I'm pretty sure I want to use the black, the red. I might be using some of the blue here and maybe even the yellow. So I have these. I left this lovely holly one in its packaging so that I didn't lose the berries with it. I have, and some words here as well. So I've used the sparkle from this one already. I have 2 sets of those. And I have a little bit more Christmas Bramble Fox goodies on the way as well. I have my December Fox box, which will be coming soon, which will have a little bit of an add-on order. I think I got the red ones for these stars, and I think I got some snowflakes. I think I ordered 3 sets, extra sets. And then, of course, I will be getting an Advent calendar, which will be 12 days of Christmas, starting the 13th of December. So that will be a little bit later. September. Did I say September? Oh my God. December. We are talking Christmas, folks. We're talking winter. There we go. And then I have these fun. I have peppermints, North Pole, some candy canes. So some really fun, specific Christmas acrylics here. And then just some that I definitely want to use. I got this whole coffee thing. I shared it with Christy. I kept one and sent one off to Christy. So coffee is always a good idea. Say cheese, cameras, friends, and a few little black stars that I had. So that will be my acrylic. So we have the flare, the acrylic, and then over here, I have my wood veneer, lots of wood veneer, and this is pretty much all from Shadney. I love her little shop. My favorite color is Christmas lights. I love that. So I've got some very tiny, I have a few older stash bits in here, I think, as well. But the vast majority of this is Shadney. There's some Christmas trees, some numbers, Santa Claus, some holly, Christmas lights, gingerbread man, little gingerbread men, all sorts, and lovely little side house, and this larger Christmas tree. This is from my stash, for sure, but lots of fun that are perfect for the smaller album. Then I have some wood buttons from Shadney, the cameras, white cameras. These were in my stash. These are a couple of epoxy that I must have received in the Advent last year with maybe these wood buttons. These are Shadney as well, a couple of the coffee ones, some more cameras. Shadney, these are epoxy, flare, candy cane, and a sweater. And then I also have the Cocoa Vanilla Joyful wood buttons in here as well. And you know that I like to use different size, so like these large flare with the regular size flare, and then some wood buttons in here for different texture and size as well And then, of course, combining all of that with gorgeous sequins. So I have that. And then last but not least, I have these lovely, joyful, puffy, glittery gold stars. Some felt pieces here from my stash. These hearts and stars, which I got in a kit last year. I'm thinking these are probably from Coco Vanilla. I bought the hearts, which I have somewhere. I should add to these. But I don't think I ever saw the stars, but I got these in a kit, so that's lovely. And then if you saw, oh, and this is another little one. And then if you saw, of course, my title page, you saw that I die cut out of Fun Foam, one of those lovely close to my heart, the star die. And then I have, of course, now I have some foam, white foam stars, and I think I might do that with some other color of foam. So there you go, my friends, and I can't believe it. My phone did not conk out on me, and I recorded this entire video. Magically, my phone seems to be fixed. I wonder if it'll stay that way. Oh my God, Christmas magic. December documented Christmas magic happened right here, my friends. So there you go. That is me organized for December documented. I'm very, very excited. As I said, I have some Advent fun coming as well. And hopefully I will be doing a video, if not a day, every second day, or as often as I possibly can throughout the entire month of December. I'll definitely be opening some Advent fun with you for sure, because that, I'm just like a kid on Christmas. I'm so excited for that. So thank you for being here with me today. Please make sure you pop on down below and see what all my friends have for you today. I'm sure there will be quite a variety of projects or smaller layouts or cards or 3D projects, all sorts of Christmas fun for you today. And I will see you back here very, very soon, my friends. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.